tried, something would go wrong. Okay, I want you to know the truth.
Yeah, well, you want to know the truth? I don't really want to hear it, okay? Because I can't think of living my life without you.
Lois, I have a confession to make. Given that I do believe you, there's something, a fairly fundamental something, a fundamental truth that I need to tell you.
Eddie, what is this fundamental truth?
I'm scared to death of losing you.
You can't. You won't. I'm here.
I made some choices that were wrong.
Like what? Like marrying me?
No, sweetheart, that is the one thing that I do not regret.
So what do you regret?
Well, I regret having not been completely honest with you, for one thing.
Honest about what, Eddie?
The real reason I couldn't quit my day job.
I'm listening.
Spencer, this is no time for jokes.
Oh, Eddie, am I being too hard on you? No. Try and tell me the truth. No, but there were so many lies. I didn't do. You're a pro, right? Just passing through town?
Yes, I am just passing through town, and yes, I'm a pro.
I knew it.
A professional salesman. I sell pharmaceuticals.
I don't buy that.
Want to see my samples?
You're really a professional salesman?
Sorry to disappoint you.
Hey. Don't bother talking, okay? We can have a real argument when you start sounding like a human being instead of a frog. Don't look so unhappy. I know I said this whole thing might be a con, but that was just a knee-jerk reaction. You know, worst case scenario, it's psychosomatic. I have a hard enough time believing that you would actually do something like this to me on purpose. Would you?
Always.
Whole entire evening was a complete and utter failure.
Oh, come on. Oh, I know how to make it all better.
I don't want you to make love because it's hard for me.
Listen, I'm sorry for all the Marvs and Harrys in this world who can't appreciate you. And who will never have you.
With all the setup. There's nothing but lies right from the get-go. Damn you! I hate you. I hate you so much. Why did you do this to me? Why did you do this to me?
What is this?
Look, just keep your hands still for 1 second. I can't. My mind keeps racing.
Well, let your mind race, but keep your hand quiet or we'll never get this fixed. Let's see. Okay.
There he goes again.
Who?
Nedley. Who else? Every time I try and remember something sweet Eddie did, there comes the evil Ned. Oh, lying Ashton, you know? Jumps right in front of him. All the lies, I can't even keep them straight.
I know. Let's stop talking about it. Every time I hear it, it just breaks my heart all over again.
Oh, please. Your heart is fine. Mine's the one with one big, huge, gaping hole. All those nights that he would drive all night long just to see me. Oh, but then he would leave before dawn. Not to go out and sell cough medicine, but to be a corporate mogul. Manage a hotel and run around the ski slopes with Catherine the Comatose. I'm telling you, I just want to get right out of his head.
Okay, you can just grow your nail back then, I guess. Lois. Look, I know what Ned did was really stupid. But when are you going to try and accept that he cared about you so much that he was willing to risk Catherine's threats to his family just to be with you?
No. He left me for the arms of another woman. Period.
No, it was much more complicated than that.
He made a fool of me. And that I will not accept. I will not spend the rest of my life thinking he got away with it. He is going to suffer.
Lois.
No, Brenda, I am mad. But now, I am going to get even.
Thank you for introducing me to Ruby. Oh, you're welcome. It's a great place to live. I wish I had my own place.
Well, just so you know, the last guy who lived up there got married. But we're going to make him a star first. Ain't that right, Miguel?
They're joking.
Has anybody got any lining left in there?
Don't thank me. I was just along for the ride. Robin and Luke did all the work.
But you came, that's important.
I wouldn't have missed it.
Too bad Laura couldn't have come. And Jagger and Karen. I miss them.
Well, they're so happy that it's disgusting.
Totally blissed out. Chicago's the best city in the world, and they're the happiest couple.
Well, the next time you talk to them, tell them how much I miss them.
Well, now that you're back, they'll call you and you can tell them yourself.
Good. I think maybe I'll call them tonight.
All right.
Oh, good, and then you can tell them how much we miss them.
Okay, kids. Thanks.
It's Fred going home. Uncle Mac's going to be there with his big, goofy smile, trying to make an effort because he actually thinks I'm trustworthy.
Robin.
And I'm not. We both know it. I'm lower than low. I'm worse than pond scum.
Stop it.
I can't help it. And every time he says something nice, it feels like a knife in my heart.
Well, then tell him the truth and get it over with.
Tell him.
Yes.
Oh, what am I supposed to say? Oh, by the way, Uncle Mac, I've been lying to your face for weeks now. Phil and I stole your car and hit the skunk that practically ruined your car and cost you a fortune in fumigation bill. Do you realize how furious he would be at me?
Yeah, so he'll yell and he'll scream and he'll lock you in your room for a while. We can deal with it.
Well, not together we won't. He'd never let you near me again. I'd rather suffer through my guilt.
See, I don't understand that. What good is feeling guilty? All you do is make yourself crazy. Look, you can't go back and change anything. So you either face the music or you let it go.
I'm not made that way. I'm programmed to respond to all the yucky buttons. Guilt, insecurity, embarrassment. I wish I could be more like you.
Well, that's easy. You just go with the flow. Look, Sonny's getting into a new business venture, but I'm not supposed to say anything, so we got to keep it quiet.
Oh, no. Did I mention worry? That's a major button.
There's no reason. It's actually Luke Spencer's deal. He's opening up this blues club, strictly up and up, at the old Paradise Lounge. Sonny's investing.
Oh, so Luke Spencer's supposed to reassure me?
Of course.
How do we get together? We're so different.
Well, that's what makes us so interesting.
But Ed, you're in a cheerful mood.
Yes, I am.
Did Lois forgive you?
Not yet, but she will.
You're deranged, Ned.
No, just practical. You see, she has to forgive me because the world would be an unbearable place if she didn't. So I just have to give her a little incentive. Hasten along, the inevitable.
Would you like to share with me?
Oh, of course. I share everything with you. I've tried explaining myself to her, right? I've tried begging, pleading, cajoling, throwing myself at her mercy, and all it's gotten me is, well, 0.
Try less than 0.
Exactly. So, the next step is so obvious that it actually reeks of irony. To thine own self be true.
Excuse me?
I have to be true to myself.
Well, that would be good where Lois is concerned.
Brenda, I'm not a man of words. I'm a man of action. And now is the time to make my move. To be honest, Lois's reaction to this whole thing makes perfect sense. I mean, first she finds out that her husband is not the person who she thought he was. And then she's subjected to a first-hand viewing of the Quartermaines in action. I mean, she wouldn't be human if she didn't have